Hey everybody, this is Beau. I'm off camera. We got with me right now Mr. Bob Moore, and you were just saying something.
Oh, I was saying that talking about how people just chatter while you jam, and sometimes
At a bar, the
at
gig.
a bar, yeah, generally, or even at a party or something too. But you can sometimes shut up a room and make them focus. And to me, that's more cooler than having them clap and scream at the end. Is to like hypnotize.
Of course
make
it's
them
better.
Go, oh,
Yeah.
you know, but like sometimes, no matter what you do, you're never going to make a connection with them, except as like elevator music or something.
Well, but if you have an attentive audience, you have a shot at creating an energy exchange between you and the audience in a fashion that when even a small portion of an audience is busy being social, which you gotta expect under the circumstances, it doesn't really. Here you're noodling while we talk, which is interesting.
It's my habit.
Yeah. Okay.
That at the Blue Door, there's almost always an attentive audience. You know, up in the city.
Really? Yeah. Well, that's a elite place for certain types of country musicians, is what I get the impression.
Americana and some other stuff too.
Well, Americana that is not terribly threatening that I can see.
Yeah,
it's very rural. Whatever the hell it is, it's really rural, and it appeals to conservative white people in the area.
What's cool about
Don't you agree?
I don't know about the type of music.
I'm not saying they're all right-wing voters, but there is a disavowal of anything urban or jazzy or anything weird.
They're living in the past. They're still like the Woody Fest people. And so, like, I went to Woody Fest, and there were 40 guys in little Woody Guthrie hats with Woody Guthrie guitars singing songs they wrote with capos, and they thought they'd written 8 songs, but they'd just written the same song. And
really?
And I said, if Woody was here, he'd probably have a laptop and a phone and be hustling, because he was politically active. You know?
Right.
It wasn't like, but it was just so funny to see all those clones of that guy, and they were at... They'd meet after the show and jam in the parking lot all night, and it was like, hey, how many times can you write "This Land Is Your Land"? A lot, apparently.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
All right, let's try Winger here. Okay.
Hit 46.
We're gonna just try this little part of the song. And
the verse over and over.
Well, let's just do. Let's see, because can you remember? Let's give it a try. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Watch the sun go down. It's just my luck again. I can hear the sound of your voice haunting me again. I can't remember the time. Tried to wait, but I'm not there to. Too many times when I need. Without the night, this would be so much easier. Without the night, reminding me of the pain. Without the night, I could keep myself from believing I'd be fine without the night. It just goes back. I remember you used to say.
I don't fit in the singer-songwriter thing, even though I have written way more songs than any of them have about way more topics.
Yeah.
But one, because I don't drink with them, and I don't do cocaine and meth.
Oh, you just said some things I wasn't expecting you to say. Go ahead.
Well, anyway, that keeps me on the outside, you know, so...
So some of them definitely are into that, is what you're saying.
Well, I would say most of them.
And you're not worried about whether people on YouTube hear that you've said that?
I don't care.
Good.
They know they do it.
Good. I've heard. I have never actually seen it, so you know what I mean.
Well, it's just part of the culture, part of the get high is part of the deal, and they stay up all night and
But they think that they're Bonnie Raitt or something, and it's just not that interesting. I mean, Bonnie is incredibly interesting to me.
I imagine.
I don't mean just that she's a good-looking woman or whatever.
She's only a few years. Guitar players around too.
Sure.
And
plays that great.
Say she's the best. And, the Moondogs opened up for her one time at the center. The Boomer
but even she got bored with it after a while, right? I mean, she's like, she was about 4. Well, I have to go back and check exactly when her sobriety started. You know, because it was like, I know that she was. I think it's one of those where she stopped doing any drugs, but she never had quite the bad problem as some people did. It was like she was functional, but she recognized she was high, like, for 9 months in a row or something.
Yeah,
and it was like, well, I'm doing okay, but I better cut it out because this could be bad.
Could catch up.
And then I think she eventually quit drinking altogether. But I can't remember what year. Do you know what I mean? I want to say it's around 1989 because that's when Nick of Time came out. That album. Yeah. And that was the album that made her a household name.
Super big.
Yes.
That took her out of the cult and into the mainstream. And she held her own.
Yes, no, this is somebody who I really revere as an artist. And what's interesting is she's mostly an interpretive artist. Yeah, she does write, but it's very proportionally small.
Yeah, probably 20% tops.
Some of her albums have no original songs. Some of her albums have 2 or 3 original songs, and it's kind of, you never know what you're going to get with the chocolate box of the records that are Bonnie Raitt's records. But I'm just saying, even she, who really did hang out with like old bluesmen in 1972, well, they're about 65 and headed towards death, and she's opening for them on the road.
Yeah,
and she hung out with them, and so naturally, and also the early 70s California singer-songwriter scene, all those people, Jackson Browne, Joni Mitchell, all those kind of people, they're going to go backstage and visit with you. You're going to hang out with them for a few hours.
I hope you are. Yeah.
That's what happened then. I'm just saying I can understand, but that's not what it is here. It's just something miserable.
Well,
it's drugs for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, there's a lot of them around too. I'm somebody else's shoulder. I'm someone's wiser now. 1 whole year older. I should own need you now. I don't love you anymore.
It's funny, we're automatically singing at the octave.
Yeah.
We should be singing at the third, yes?
No, well, I was just trying to. I was trying to do Zappa's part. He always sings the low note.
Oh, 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 whoa, whoa. Go ahead and cry. Go ahead and wipe the tears from your eye. Let them make a mess. No, let them fall on your dress. Who cares if it makes a mess?
Yeah, that and I learned
you my ring, baby,
at the Root Beer Stand.
At the Root Beer Stand, we had a teenage love affair. I thought it was charming, it was really so grand. You cheated me, baby, and called some dirty lies about me. Fooled around with all those other guys. That's why I had to get my khakis pressed.
That was a weird line.
I should have need you now, 'cause I don't love you anymore.
Yeah, I had a band called the Edsels in 1967 that played those songs. The Fabulous Edsels. And just the easy ones. I learned...
Not... What? Then it's like... Da 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 da.
Yeah.
I need to be able to check the harmonies. You know, I get all the rhythms right, but I don't remember any of the chords.
Zappa had to teach those guys about wrote all those songs.
Then it would be like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 3 2 see, yeah, 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 7 8 3 2 the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 is like I can do it. I've been able to do that since I was 8 9 years old. It's 37 years now. I'm not trying to make myself sound amazing for that. There's a lot of other people who can do it.
Not a lot, but there's some.
Neither coast or sure. I just got to get out of here, Bob. Yeah. I got about a year left in this town and in this whole state, and I think I'm gonna lose every bit of my mind.
I would left a long time ago, but I have dogs, so I can't take them with me.
That is the most absurd excuse I've ever heard.
Trying to teach them to do tricks so they can go on the road with me.
Okay.
Dress them.
It's not any of that is not true. You none of what you said. Okay. Peace out, Bob.
Peace out.